Hey, everybody. Before this episode starts, I wanted to let you know that merch is live. So if you want a really cute t-shirt or crew neck or zip up or even a super bougie hoodie, you can check out www.myskepticalsister.com. And if you're a Patreon, don't forget to go to our Patreon website first to get your 15% off. Thanks. Bye.
Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan the Skeptical One.
I'm Erin the Believer. I'm so proud of us
Why?
because part of me thought we probably just won't have an episode this week because
It's
Derby.
baby.
It's my favorite time of the year.
Mine too.
So I was like, are we going to take the time to record? Probably not. But then I thought, Thursday night, we could do it.
Yeah, why
It's
not?
Thurby, but we didn't do anything on Thurby.
I mean, I worked my butt off. You
I know.
took the day off. Good
I
for
did.
you.
I took the day off because our school, they allow 3 personal days on Thurby.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't take that day off in August,
yeah,
you don't get it.
That's it.
So I took it off.
Which is so sad for all the people that really wanted to go to Thurby.
No,
Erin.
nobody wanted to go. It was fine. I checked. It's fine.
Nobody wanted to go because they couldn't go because
Actually,
you stole the day.
Let me tell you, I thought, I'll throw him under the bus because he doesn't listen. I did ask off for it in August. And then right before our secretary left, I was like, hey, I am off on Thurby, right? And he was like, I don't have that down. I'm like,
Oh.
I should be. So when I checked sometime last month, there was still one spot open because 2 people had checked off.
Okay.
So I was like, well, just in case, I'll take off. So nobody wanted it. It was fine.
Okay. I'm just, the inner Derby girl in me is a little, just a minute disappointed in you that you didn't do anything Derby
I
related
know.
on Thurby.
I know. I didn't. I woke up. I went back to bed. I went and took the kids, came back, laid in bed, watched TikToks,
Yeah.
went and had coffee with a friend,
Yeah.
and then I studied.
Well, that's a lovely day. It's
It
just
wasn't.
not
I hated
Derby
studying.
related.
And it was. I studied for like an hour out of that whole day. Most of it was
yeah.
me playing video games, like playing on my
TikTok.
phone and watching TikToks. And
That is still lovely. Kid-free day. We never get them.
I know it was nice.
Yeah, a kid-free non-sick day, too.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the early start time, we have the daily problem that it's so early, but it is so early to pick up your kid.
I know, and then you have them for the rest of the
There's
day.
nothing, like on the day off, it's like, well, I can't do anything.
You should put your kids in CEP, too, even though you don't need to, an after-school program.
That would be great. Problem is, one of them's in middle school and one of them's in high school, so I do have to get them.
Yeah, but now that you have the driving one,
I know, we're so close.
Start getting her to drive, and then she gets to go pick up her sister.
That will be incredible.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah,
be so nice. Yeah, we're really close to that. Very close. She drove tonight to Target.
Were you terrified?
It was better than she did the other day. The other day
Okay.
we were driving. Oh my gosh. Your kid was in the car, by the way.
Oh, good.
I know, I'm sorry. I only let her drive from like the gas station, Thornton's right here.
Yeah.
I was like, you can drive
Sure.
home from there. She had been driving around the neighborhood.
Okay. But the street.
The street was different. Street hit different. She was pulling really far to the right. And I kept going, you gotta get over to the left. And she was like, I do? I'm like, yes, you are like about to run off the road. Yes, you do. And then at one point I grabbed the wheel and I jerked it back. I was like, honey, you almost hit that pole.
Oh my gosh.
She goes, what pole?
Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh, because Kevin was like, you can't let her drive with those kids in the car. She's not ready. I'm like,
Thank you,
she'll be
Kevin.
fine. No.
Thank you, Kevin.
No, yeah, he was right. And so now we're stepping back.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's
Sorry about
okay.
that.
I mean, Miles did mention it, and I thought, okay, is this one of those weird boundary things that I'm going to have to go, hey, maybe not yet, unless
Okay,
you
sorry.
really think she's a good driver. But no,
I really
I'm glad
did think she was.
you sound like you self-corrected there, and then no boundary was needed to be set. So good job, Erin.
Okay, yeah, sorry. It'll be a little while. At some point, though, she probably will be driving us to school.
Yeah, hey, once she gets some practice,
Yeah,
once
once
you
she gets
feel really
practice.
confident, and we talk about it, sure. maybe I get to take a test drive with her.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's a nice little, that seems like a comfy boundary.
Yeah, sorry. Probably should have ran it by you first. I thought,
Okay. It's just my child life
just
in her
right.
hands.
I mean, it was my child, too. I had 2 of my kids in there.
Yeah, but they're your children.
Else is good as he's with me all the
You
time.
can choose for your child.
I know.
Okay. Do you? I know.
Sorry. Just he's there every day with me.
Oh.
So if he's not in the car, she's never driving.
Listen, girl, if I cared that much, I'd already said something. So come on. We just worked it out. We hashed it out.
Yeah. So sorry about that. I will take it slower. And tonight it was just me and her, and she did much better.
Perfect. Well, I had to work today. But of course, if you work in Kentucky on Derby, or Thurby, I guess, because Derby's Saturday.
Yeah, Derby's what we call Derby now. The Thursday before Derby.
Yeah. So everybody, most elementary schools are going to celebrate and celebrate big.
Yeah.
So everybody, all of the teachers were wearing fascinators, and most of them were all dressed up. I'm like, I'm not going to dress up to go. Like, the last day of the week is the one day of the week I don't have to dress up at school. It's the day that I feel like I can dress down, and I hate dressing up. So I was like, I'm wearing jeans, but I borrowed your fascinator. And it was so comical and so cute because we have a very high growing population of ML students, multi-language learners, who most of them like just got to America.
Oh.
And so they're all like looking at each other and looking so confused as to why all of a sudden we have all these feathers on our heads. And this one sweet boy, he looked at our principal and he goes, today Halloween?
Oh, that's so sweet.
I loved it. I was like, yeah, this has got to be really confusing.
Yeah.
Like, why today, out of nowhere, did you all decide to wear these hats? And then trying to explain to them was like, we were going to need to get the language line on the horn.
Yeah, I don't even know the reason. I mean, I know it's like traditional to wear like big hats, but why?
I think it was a fancy thing to do. It probably started a long time ago. You got really dressed up.
Yeah, I think of like My Fair Lady when she goes to the track and she's got that big hat on.
Yeah. Yep.
This is just tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and My Fair Lady. Oh my God. Not My Fair Lady. That's the same movie. Pretty Woman.
Oh, love
with
Pretty
the polka
Woman.
dot dress.
Oh, that polka dot. Do you remember that purple polka dot
dress
I had?
I do.
I only got it because I knew I looked just like Julia Roberts.
I know, and I coveted that dress. I was like, you do, girl, and I cannot wait to look like it too.
It's like, damn, I am Julia energy.
You look like a little young sex worker. That's weird. You were 13.
Oh, I was working it too.
Yeah, we don't encourage that, but you did look very good.
That's funny. That's like the second Pretty Woman reference in a week for me. Isn't that weird when that happens?
That is weird. I rarely think of that movie.
Yeah, me either. But we had to give out, or we didn't have to. We gave out all of these big bags for Teacher Appreciation Week because this week is Teacher Appreciation Week, which I always think is ironic that they picked this week because it's the shortest week.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's the busiest week, and most teachers want to take off this week. But it's like, we'll get you to come in by making this your only week that we appreciate you.
Yeah, Jack Harlow gave me a massage.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll go into that in a minute.
Yeah, and I think that, you know what? Screw the Pretty Woman story.
No.
You can't do that. That's really rude. It's really rude. Like, mine is so anticlimactic. Like, literally, we were carrying big bags, and I just did the big
mistake.
Big mistake.
Huge. Yeah.
That was it. That's all I had. And then you come in hot right before I say that with Jack Harlow gave me a massage.
Well, Jack Harlow, the now famous rapper? He's not a rapper, is he? I don't know.
Question
Singer?
mark?
I don't know. Singer or rapper, whatever.
I guarantee I've never heard anything he sings.
Yes, you have. He's
You always say that.
well, yeah, but then Pink Pony Club out of nowhere.
Well, that one I knew I had heard.
You've heard it.
Okay.
Listen, he's not my favorite, but he's very nice.
Okay, good.
And he loves Louisville. He's from Louisville.
Yep.
And so he started last year doing this. He didn't personally do it.
Okay.
But he funded lunch
Oh.
and a 10-minute massage for all the teachers.
That is beautiful.
I know. It was really nice. So so he did technically give me a massage.
Yeah.
So I just like to say Jack Harlow gave me a massage.
Well, it got my attention.
Like on Tuesday night, I was like, ooh, tomorrow I get a massage, but from Jack Harlow. Kevin was like, I don't like that you say that. I'm like, well, it's going to happen.
I don't care. I also could be his mother, but whatever.
That's right. Yeah. I am definitely too old for him, and he's not really my type, but he's so nice.
Yes, that is super nice. I hope he never gets canceled. Well, it wasn't from Jack Harlow, but we all got 10-minute massages too from Tip It Forward, which is this really cool. Actually, Alexis helped us set it up with through Compassionate Schools. Yeah, you know Tip It Forward.
I know Tip It Forward. They're great.
Yeah, they're a nonprofit organization, and their entire mission well, I guess I shouldn't say this because I'm not reading it from anywhere, but the gist of their mission is to bring like wellness and massage therapy and lots of different kinds of like self-wellness therapies to underprivileged places where like people don't have as much access as the general population. So I
Yeah.
think it's a pretty cool organization, and they came to our school.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it shocked me how many teachers said they had never had a massage before.
Oh, that is weird.
Like never, had
Well, I
never
mean-
had a touch.
yeah, it's always shocking to me when somebody has had one and doesn't like it.
Oh, there were a couple of those too. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, we had a couple. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Some people don't like that's not a comfort, especially like a stranger or different things like
Yeah.
that. But
Feels so good. Though.
I'm like, I don't care who you are. Get on in here. Get
know.
that elbow.
Oh
Mhm,
my gosh, I
mhm.
know. And massages now are different than what like if you go to like Z's, if you go to like a spa,
Yeah.
it's like pretty relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
But these are like, I'm gonna press this little pressure point
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hold my thumb there. And at first you're like, that's not doing anything. And then all of a sudden
you're
you like feel something
"There
relax.
it
You're like,
is."
oh, I needed that.
Yeah. Needed it bad.
I think maybe I need to start getting massage therapy.
Yeah, for real.
Because I'm so tight in my shoulders. And Kevin
That's
bought
what
this.
she said.
Yeah, Kevin bought this stupid little chirp thing. Unless they want to sponsor us, in which case that's great. It is like the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's a shirt thing. Is that
It's
what
called Chirp. That's the brand,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like this little, I don't know, like electric waves, and it's supposed to be for like, you put it on like a painful area. So I'm like,
Okay.
okay. He's like, well, this might help me here, and it'll help your shoulder. I'm like, okay, great. Well, let's try it. He tried it first, and he was like, oh golly. I was like, oh man, okay. Like I'm a little nervous, and then I put it on. I was like, is it on? Like, what is happening? And he was like, you feel that? I'm like, I feel like a slight vibration. And he was like, you are kidding me. So then he was like, well, crank it up. He cranked it up. And I was like, okay.
A little bit.
I feel-
I feel a tingle.
Feels kind of like somebody's kind of tapping you in an
That's
annoying way.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Whatever, Kevin. I'm like, I
You're like,
have
stay out
never.
of that nightstand, buddy. 'Cause
Right?
yeah, I know how to use those things.
I want to do one of those, not pregnancy, one of those like
Where are we
period
going?
pain
Oh, yes.
simulation things. I want
Uh-huh.
that so bad.
I did that at a
So-
baby shower once and all the men. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is hilarious. It was like a men and women baby
Yeah.
shower. And it was so funny
Oh.
watching my husband and so many people put it on. And
I want
just,
it so bad.
yeah. And then it reminds me of that comedian you sent me the other night.
I don't know. You gotta remind me.
Yeah, you do send me a
Oh.
lot of TikToks, but where she's like, we as women have been prepping our entire
Yes.
lives to live in discomfort
Right.
for childbirth.
Yes. She's like, I looked at my husband and I thought, you could never do this.
Yeah, and she's not wrong.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I get pretty bad cramps. So I would love to see Kevin just once.
Mm-hmm. It's like the time our dad. So I can remember being, cramping, and we really are. We're just primed our entire lives monthly to be in pain. It's just
Yeah.
like you have to accept it. That's going to happen. That's not fair if you think
No,
about
it's
it.
not fair. And
But-
it wouldn't, other people were in charge.
Uh-huh.
If we lived in a matriarchy,
Yes,
this wouldn't be the
lovely?
case anymore. They would be
Right.
like, oh, this is an actual problem that we need to
Right.
take care of and
This
address.
is a health problem. We need to figure this out.
Right. You shouldn't be in debilitating pain
Mhm.
once a month.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway, too bad we're not. All right, let's go back to the story. No, but I can remember Dad like making us do our chores and like, look, you're just gonna have to get over it. Like you still have chores to do. And I can remember like having to clean the bathroom floor. Do you remember Dad being
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
And he was like, you're okay, you're a woman and I get it, but just really being a man in
Yeah.
all of his glory. And then he got diverticulitis.
Uh-huh.
And you remember you had to take him to the hospital,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah, that was big. That was the scariest night of my life
Ugh.
because I was sneaking into the house past bedtime. And I was the only one home. You all were in college. Mom was for some reason out of town. I think she
Which
was.
never happened.
Yeah, I think she was going to see Grandma Rosie because she didn't live with us yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear, Aaron, is that you? And I was like, yeah. It was like 2 a.m, maybe
Oh my
3 a.m. It was
gosh.
late.
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, oh, I'm so glad you're home. I don't feel good. I'm like, okay.
Am I in trouble though?
I know. I was like, what's going on? He's like, I think you're going to have to take me to the hospital. It was terrifying.
Oh my gosh.
It was awful.
Yeah, that is awful. So
I didn't get in trouble though.
good. Well,
Yep.
so yeah, not that terrible. But
Yeah, no,
anyway.
it's fine. Worth
So
it?
You
Question mark?
rushed him to the hospital, and then the next day he called our other sister
Yeah.
and myself and I'm guessing and personally apologize to you, but to just apologize because the doctor said, well, yeah, what you're experiencing is kind of like mild cramps, like close to like menstrual cramps for a woman. And he called and was like, I am so sorry. I'm like, yeah, vindication right there. That felt good.
Yeah.
But at least he's the kind of man that when he's wrong, he admits it.
I was about to say that. Dad is good at learning.
Yeah, he is good at learning, and he will admit.
And he can be pretty stubborn. But
Yep.
once he gets it, he's like, oh, I
Yeah.
was definitely wrong.
Yeah, he's good at admitting. But
Yeah.
like I said, might take a little while to click.
I know it does take a while. It does take a hot minute, but he'll get there
Wonder
eventually.
where I get it from. Reflection, see there.
Yeah.
I
see?
reflected. Oh, goodness.
I'm still behind on Last of Us. I've only seen the first episode.
Aaron Taylor.
I know. I tried to watch it this morning with Kevin on my day off, and he was like, I'm so tired. I'm like,
Ugh.
I think something huge happens in the second episode.
Yeah, like groundbreaking huge.
I know, and I'm going to worst case scenario.
You should.
Oh gosh, I really think I know what it is because I'm thinking of the worst, and I think that's what it's going to be. And so, I haven't watched it,
Okay.
and I don't know when I'm ever going to watch it because it's Derby weekend now, and Kevin's working every Saturday this month.
Sometimes you got to leave a man behind.
I know,
I'm just saying.
The Last of Us, and it's me. I'm the Last of Us.
No, Kevin will be. He'll be the last of us to watch The Last of Us.
That's true.
Okay, you don't have to say it on the podcast because I don't want you to spoil, and I won't give it away. But what do you think is going to happen?
Really, don't give it away. I need your face to say the
Okay.
exact same. I'm gonna close my eyes. I
Okay.
think Pedro Pascal's gonna die.
Okay, that's a guess.
Okay, I'm gonna move on.
Okay.
I have been watching The Pit. Have you been watching The Pit?
No, I couldn't get into it because it's like, to me, it seems like
Freaking good.
the ER. It seems like ER.
No, it's better.
Yeah, but it's got the same guy from ER. I'm like,
know.
well, I don't like that casting decision.
No, I like it. I love him. It just
Okay.
kind of feels like he got another job at a new doc. And it's like I'm just following him.
Yeah,
And now
I don't
he's
like that.
still a doctor at a new hospital. Why would you not like that?
Maybe I just resent him because I'm like, how did you get hotter?
I
Like
know.
you were hot then, and now we're this far along, and you're even hotter than you were back
He
then.
was hot then, and then he played the bad guy's friend, who's also a bad guy in Enough, which is my favorite action
Oh,
movie.
Such a good one.
Freaking love that movie. Maybe I don't know if I'd call it action.
Mm-hmm.
Not hot then because he was bad and creepy, and then got hot again in this one.
Yeah, thank goodness. Don't you like when they turn it around?
Yeah.
It really gives women hope for like fixing men.
Yeah, yeah. And he seems like a good one in this show.
And let me tell you, if you have hope to fix a man, it ain't. It's false. I'm just gonna say that. Been trying for years. Okay, I have my fingers crossed
I see that.
because I watched Speak No Evil. Remember the movie we? Okay, well that was a very flat reaction.
I don't
from what I
remember
thought.
what it is.
We watched the trailer for it, or at least I did. I think I told you
Oh.
to watch the trailer.
No, we were gonna watch it, and you were like, "Oh, I don't think we should watch that."
Yeah, I'm glad that we didn't watch
Oh,
it.
okay, fine.
It was maybe a little heavy for a movie night.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about, well, yeah, there were some there were some
Where'd
parts.
you just go?
There were some parts. Anyway, watch it on your own. Plus,
Okay.
it's on Prime. It's not even on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, it was good, and it gave me like Hand That Rocks the Cradle vibes.
Ooh, I love
Like
Hand That
those
Rocks the
old
Cradle.
school 90s. Like they knew how, like Sleeping with the Enemy, Hand That Rocks the Cradle. What, did I say it wrong?
No, I just thought of something I'm going to tell you. After
Oh,
this.
I'm like, what?
No, no,
Was
no,
it
no, no.
Not that one?
No, I love all those movies.
Yeah, and like Eye for an Eye.
Oh my gosh,
Gosh.
scariest movie.
Not as good as Eye for an Eye. I mean
Okay.
that one's, but it gives that same like 90s psychological thriller that you're like,
Yeah.
where are they taking this?
Yeah.
And how are they going to get out of this?
Oh my gosh,
You
that's
gotta
so
watch it.
exciting.
It was good.
That reminds me of your son's new addiction when he's at my house is finding like bad 90s movies.
Oh yeah,
Like-
it's I probably do that to him.
He watched Monkey Trouble today.
Well, I don't even know if I've seen that.
I don't know if I've ever seen it. I know I remember it like
Okay.
in the ether, but I don't think I ever like sat down and watched it. It has
Okay.
Thelma Birch. What's her name?
Thelma and Louise. I've never
no,
heard that name.
you know,
before.
yes, From Now and Then.
Also a great movie, Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, no, Thora Birch. She's in Hocus Pocus. She's Danny from Hocus Pocus, the little sister.
Oh yeah.
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 And then she like for some reason gets a monkey, and then
okay.
like the parents don't know about the monkey for a while. The monkey starts stealing or something. I don't know. I was like watching it in the peripheral while he was watching it.
Yeah.
I've never seen a kid more into a movie. At one point, the bad guy, who is the worst look. I mean, he's like wearing the worst wig I've ever seen. And he was somebody who was like, I've seen him in other things as like a serious actor. And I'm like, what are you doing in
What
this
is
movie?
happening?
Why are you in this movie?
You must have needed to make rent.
I know. I couldn't even place him because he like had on like a horrible grill and then like a Jerry curl wig. It was so weird. It was so bizarre. Like, what is happening in this movie?
Oh.
But Miles, like the little action scene, this bad guy's trying to catch the monkey for some reason. And Miles is like, oh, he's like sitting up on my couch, like on his knees, so invested. At one point he goes, I am so scared right now. I was like, of monkey trouble? Like, what? Do I need to tune in? What is happening here? He was so cute. He watched that movie. And then Penelope would kind of walk through. He's like, I think you need to sit down and watch this movie with me. It's so good. It's so cute. Oh, we probably should warn everybody that we did have a little tiny bit of anchovy butter paste.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to tell
It was
everybody.
real little. It was real little.
I mean, a snooch.
It was like half of a half. It was a 25 milligram before, but then it was half of a half.
I mean, that's nothing.
That's
Charlie,
nothing.
I think even Charlie would scold us for that.
It tasted gross. And Megan even said, this makes me miss Charlie's stuff because, agreed, because this was gross. It was really gross.
Yeah, Charlie's is like strawberry lemonade. That was
peach
like
it was peach lemonade, wasn't it?
something
I don't know.
delicious.
It was really good. It was
Yeah,
really good.
This was like,
This was not good at all, but I ate it and we'll just see what happens.
yeah, I'm just afraid the fact that it doesn't taste good means it's like super strong and I'm going to regret it.
Yeah, or maybe it's like gone bad and we won't do anything.
Oh, lovely. Just make us sick.
Yeah, sure. It's fine. Oh, and we should also discuss that our our podcast got messed up last week,
Oh, yeah.
which
Sorry
is a
about
shame.
that.
I'm sure we were hilarious.
Oh, we were so funny. Oh, speaking of, did you go back and say who the fan favorite was, or I'm doing that same fan favorite?
We're going
tonight?
to do that same fan favorite.
Phew, thank God. I mean, not that I don't have another one.
Sure.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Just, checking my mind, what I got to do at the end of this, which way I got to go.
Yeah. The last line that goes through is me saying the answer is there's one true religion, and then it cuts out.
What were we even talking about?
Because we read that crazy story from Christina that was it was like
Oh,
mildly
my
racist
gosh.
and really weird and like super religious.
I forgot that. That was funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll read more of those.
Last week was so weird because we were at our parents' house
Yeah.
in the tiny bedroom.
Yeah,
that
I almost
smelled
feel like it
dog
didn't
pee.
happen like it was a dream.
I know, it was very odd. Like I remember very little from it, but and then everything went wrong that could go
Yeah.
wrong. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry we abruptly quit, and sorry for my awkward opening because it turns out when I'm by myself, I don't know how to podcast. It's like, oh, what do I say? I started like 7 times. It was embarrassing. Whatever.
Well, now it is because you told everybody you started 7 times. You didn't have to tell everybody that.
I kept thinking, I'm like, I'll just keep it all. I'll just keep going, and then I'll tell Ruben to get there. And I was like, this is too embarrassing. I'm just gonna cut. I'm just gonna get around this. So
It's bad when it's too embarrassing for Rue.
I know.
She hears it all.
Okay, so I'm going to read a story from Lacey,
Oh, I love it when Lacey sends a story in.
and it's called Autism Stories.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I'm trying to remember, did the episode where we talked about the telepathy tapes already come out?
Yeah, it was this
Oh,
week's.
yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I should have read the first sentence and I would have known.
But I need you to pause for a second because I think it was Lacey that sent me. Oh no, it wasn't. But I was thinking it was her because Sarah, she said, I'm listening to your latest podcast right now and tearing up.
Oh,
My 9-year-old is technically on the spectrum, but he's definitely neurodivergent. And RFK Jr.
oh my gosh.
and the world right now scares me. Listening to you speak with such compassion and awe and love just touched my heart. Thank you for giving this mom hope, and wonderful people are still out there.
Oh,
Like, that's so sweet.
that is so
And
sweet. Why
so
didn't
for
you
a
send
minute,
it to
I was
me?
thinking, well, I guess I was the one so open to. No, I'm just kidding.
It's because I didn't have
I'm
a
kidding.
voice that week.
And that's exactly why I talk, girl. I talked so much in that episode. No, but for a minute I thought it was Lacey, so I was gonna shout her
Yeah.
out for it. But anyway, it wasn't. It just we just impact that many lives.
I'm so excited you guys were talking about autism and their openness. It reminded me of when my son was born. I had never had any paranormal experiences until my oldest son was born. Pretty much immediately, I started hearing scratches and knocks on the walls nightly.
Oh gosh,
That's horrible. I can't wait to see how this relates.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
what? As well as random growling when I would walk into the room with him.
What? With him, not
Yeah, like,
from him.
She's got him in her arms and she walks into
Oh, and he's a newborn. Like,
yeah. She walks
What?
into a room and she hears growling. It just says a room, so like
Any room.
different rooms.
Hmm.
Oh, gosh, that's horrible. Once while we were home alone, I was taking my morning pee while he slept in. I heard a growl, then loud, quick footsteps
Oh, no.
running down the hall toward his crib.
What?
That's horrible. I think I'm losing my voice again, too. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with me.
You had the day off, girl.
I know.
How hard were you studying?
Well, He started screaming in a way I had never heard before. I ran down the hall, pants around my ankles, to check on him.
Wow.
There was no one there. It took a while, but I was able to calm him down. So he's reacting too.
What?
That is so scary.
Terrifying.
Soon after that, I heard a growl in our room and saw a smiling face with horns above the door.
Lacey, tell the truth.
What's wrong with you?
I feel like Lacey and I are there.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Lacey.
Might be that anchovy butterface cooking. Sorry about that, Lacey. You know I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
hope you know I'm just kidding.
Surely. At this point, I grabbed him and ran to the living room. I never got to sleep because the kitchen cabinets were slamming all night long.
What?
And a water bottle kept getting pushed across the floor. Scariest thing ever.
Lacey.
That's horrible.
Like, that's poltergeist shit. You lived through the movie.
Right. When he was a toddler, an accident took his best friend. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. When he was a toddler.
Took her best friend or took
No,
the toddler's best friend?
When he was a toddler, an accident took his best friend. From then on, every time his friend's mom came over, he would look up in the corner above his mom's head and say his friend's name over and over.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Oh, that's so
Lacey.
sad.
Oh.
He would even laugh and play with him, only when his friend's mom was over.
Wow.
Like he's always with his mom.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that's going to make me cry.
I know. I wonder if how that affected mom knowing that.
Right. Like, I feel like I'd be like, I just want to come over all the time. Can I come
like
over?
I'm moving in.
Yeah, can I just come hang out with your kid?
Or I wonder
you can
if
talk
mom
to him.
felt his presence.
Right.
You know, like, wow.
Man, oh my gosh. He was also one of the kids who fully lived in his own mind for quite a few years. It's so interesting to watch him and how he experiences the world. As he got older, it all slowed down, but we still experience stuff sometimes. I really do think there is something there.
Wow.
Lacey, did you ever figure out the scary stuff? Like the story about the friend is so sad but beautiful. But man, the scary stuff is horrible.
Yeah, I want to sit down with Lacey for lots of reasons, but just to hang out because Lacey sounds great. But
Yeah.
I have so many questions. Like, what do you think in relation to autism? What do you think? Do you think that first part of that story related in any way?
I don't know. I think she's saying like because he was so open to things, but
just, like,
she was
open.
also open to them.
Yeah.
If she's hearing them and seeing them.
Or were they sharing a conscience?
Oh, so he's like feeling it and he's like putting
Sharing
it in her
it with
head.
her.
Like, you got to be seeing this too.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that is so trippy.
Crazy that I'm like, that's wild. But
I
this
know.
podcast makes me think it could
I'm
happen.
telling you, it's incredible.
Now, here's what I'm going to say to that, though.
Okay.
While I believe you two could be on the same field as far as your conscience, like, merging,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was his imagination that all that stuff
He's
was
a
happening.
baby.
Because he's a baby, right?
He's a baby that's like, oh,
I don't
like
think there's any
colors and
paranormal.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not hearing scary footsteps.
Maybe the TV was on.
Oh my gosh. No.
So while I believe in the first, which that's just funny to me, some might say the first part of that is more unbelievable than the second.
But not us because we listened to that podcast.
That podcast.
Lacey, thank you so much for that story. That was terrifying
Yeah.
and then so sad and then so sweet.
Yeah.
It was a real journey.
Yeah. I'll say this. Well, I think I already debunked it. They shared a conscience. One has a vivid imagination, and there we go.
I'm surprised you didn't go with what I would have thought would have been your more obvious skeptical thing.
Which was?
But I don't want to tell you because I believe that there was actually something
Okay,
creepy
what do you
there.
think? The Cheshire Cat.
That's it. No,
What?
a newborn mom.
Oh,
She's
postpartum.
tired.
Postpartum.
She's tired. She's got hormones raging through her body.
Yeah.
I could see that. I'm not saying that's it.
Yeah, I know.
Because because for no other reason than the baby freaking out when they heard the steps.
Mhm.
No, thank you. That was a demon. And
Some might call postpartum, those of us who've had it, a demon. I mean, because
Yeah.
just that in itself, it's like all consuming and Boy, your brain goes to some places with that. But yeah. Okay, well, I'll go with that. Thanks, Erin.
No. I told you I didn't want to tell you. Just like my Derby horse. I don't know if that part's being left in, but I did tell her the winning horse.
Number 19.
Number 19.
Everybody
I can't wait
go
to be
bet
rich.
on it. No, you can leave that part in because it was my idiot moment. I'm like, don't tell everybody. I'm like, wait, well, that's so selfish.
And it comes out a week and a half later. It's too late for them, Megan.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even
It's
think about
too
that.
late for them.
But also, I think it's better for the betting if everybody.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Because if
yeah.
everybody
I
bets, then they're like,
understand
oh, maybe
that.
the odds are better. And then they'll raise
That's
that.
true. That's true.
So really, it's just you, me, and Rue. And Joy from work.
Thank goodness this is coming out a week late. Lacey, that was a great, great story. And I'm super excited about our next one. I got excited just because, A, we have 2 stories.
I know. Just write in our email, like
Didn't have to
y'all are
look.
following directions. You're
It's
understanding
just-
the assignment.
So nice. We're so proud of you. If you
know.
were here, we'd put a sticker and a check mark on your hand. Oh, we love it. Okay. But I got real excited when I'm like, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite people that I don't get to see that often. But whenever I see her, I just love being around her.
Did I write in?
No. No. No, it's actually my cousin by marriage, Dorothy.
Good grief. The nepotism is running rampant.
Okay, but this nepotism found me. I didn't
Just
reach out and
wait
make
for our
this.
fan favorite this week, guys. It's another family member.
Well, let me tell you what. I think I might make Dorothy my favorite next week.
Shit.
Let's just keep the streak running.
We're
Next is going to be Dad, who
unstoppable.
has never listened to the podcast. And he better never.
Don't listen, Dad. Don't listen. I don't need you to know I have a vibrator. I don't need you to know that.
All right, here we go, Dorothy. We're trying. We really are. I'm also realizing that we admitted that we took anchovy butter paste.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you didn't want to announce it. It's anchovy butter paste. I didn't say anything bad. It's anchovy butter paste.
That's right. That's all it is. It's butter from a fish.
Yeah. Oh, fish butter.
Just a little dab of fish butter will do you. Okay, here we go.
Dab ranch. Okay.
You did that, not me.
Well, did I?
Let it be on record. Hi, Erin and Megan. This is Dorothy. I'm actually related through marriage to Megan, and then a big smiley face, James's cousin on mom's side.
Oh,
Isn't that sweet?
that is sweet.
I listened to your podcast in the very beginning, then stopped for a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Weird. And our cousin Karen listens every week, turns out.
Not that you're in competition, Dorothy, but maybe you need to up your game a bit.
I just snorted a little bit. Oh no, it's hitting.
Yep. Yeah. Great. My family members.
It's all we got on this podcast anymore. If we wait for somebody to not be related to us, we got to end the podcast. Oh man.
Oh man, we really started off strong. Oh no. Aaron. Poor Rue is like, no. Rue, when we win at the Derby, we're gonna throw you a little extra.
That's
and if we
right.
don't, then we're not. Sorry. Okay. Just I had to put that disclaimer in there. And if we don't, we're sorry. Okay, here we go. Love what you guys do and how fun you make the stories.
Oh,
Well,
good.
I'm so glad that's what you love about it. Okay. You guys have brought me a lot of laughter during a time in my life when I really needed it, so thank
Aw.
you. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, Dorothy? Thank you so much for writing this in. So my story is a Ouija board story, hence the title, and it may be a little long, so bear with me. We like 'em long, Dorothy.
I wish that's what she said. Just kidding. Kevin, you're fine.
Good recovery.
Also, mother-in-law, if you're listening, quit listening
Oh,
to this. I'm so
yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
I was in high school, probably about 16 to 17, and 2 of my friends and my boyfriend at the time were all at my house hanging out. Out of the extreme boredom and a little stupidity in the laughing face, we decided we wanted to play with a Ouija board. One problem, none of us had one!
Oh.
Exclamation point.
Oh no, did they make one?
Oh, I guess you're not supposed to do that. You
Don't
sing
make one.
berries.
Don't make one. I think that puts a lot more evil into it.
Wow, I didn't
I
know
don't
you were
like
this
it.
passionate.
I don't
about
like a homemade.
It puts more
Listen.
evil in it. Do you hear
Do
yourself?
you think Mattel is making truly demonic boards?
No, that's why I think a Ouija board does not
You
do
think
anything.
a bunch of horny teens are getting together
Yeah,
and they're
that's the
writing
energy.
letters down, and you don't think that's going to provoke the devil? You're wrong.
Okay, I feel like you just stepped back
You're wrong.
to like 1940s, 1950s,
Yep.
Aaron. I'm gonna need you to realize that sex is natural
I know. And I
and
love
not a
sex.
sin.
It's
Oh,
great.
I
I'm
think
just
you heard it
saying,
here.
you get a bunch of little horny teenagers together, and they got a lot of crazy energy
Sex-
going on.
It's just called sexual energy, Aaron.
No, you know
It's
the devil's
called
going to pry
being-
on that. You know he's going
Oh
to.
my gosh,
He's
you're
going
so far down. You are just, that is ridiculous. Okay.
Okay, I'm just
Here we go.
saying. They got a
Okay.
lot of energy. It's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. And I know where it's going. It ain't anything to do with a Ouija board.
Okay.
Okay. So we Googled how to make one.
No.
And with some cardboard, markers, and an old CD, we made it work. It looked like shit, and we were all certain this thing was not going to work at all. But we were determined.
I also just realized how young she must be that she was able to Google something as a teenager.
Yeah, yeah. And she's gorgeous, too. Young and gorgeous. Wouldn't that be nice?
I don't know.
Dorothy,
I don't know if
Tell
it
us-
ever was.
tell us how it is. Yeah, I don't think those two things ever.
Those young ones.
Yeah. Yep, there's that.
Okay, I'm kidding.
You
I love
are
myself.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Aaron. Okay. Google had said to sprinkle some salt on the board to help the CD move easier.
No, stop it.
I thought salt was bad. Like
Yeah.
it, like bad as in like it keeps the spirits away.
I don't know.
So I feel like it'll
Salt
be-
is witchy. I don't know.
Well, I know.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of this whole story. I don't like Ouija boards.
Okay,
And I'm
it
freaking
is.
out.
It's kind of making you squirm. Here we go. So we did that and got started. At first, we were just asking silly questions. Nothing would happen. Then, of course, when it started to move a little, we all would yell at each other to stop making it move and laugh.
Mhm.
We eventually started asking more personal questions about some of our family that had passed away and if they would come talk to us. This is when things started getting weird.
Ooh.
We asked who we were talking to, and it said DW. Oh, well, I'm just going to say it because I know that this is like throwing alphabet soup at you.
Yep.
I always laugh when you say that. It's a funny line. We asked who we were talking to, and the name said Dwayne. This is an uncle of mine that died when I was 11.
Oh.
Obviously, I was spooked but still skeptical because one of my friends knew my uncle had died and his name.
Mm.
Oh, so she's thinking the friend did it. I get it.
it. Their friend is saying it,
Yeah.
spelling it out.
So I began asking questions that my friend wouldn't know the answer to. Smart.
Yeah.
And the answers were right. The biggest one I remember was asking how he died, and OD'd was spelled out.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh,
that's
that's so
awful.
sad.
No one there knew this detail. We were all starting to get a little scared, but wanted to keep going. We talked to a few other spirits, and talked was in parentheses, to a few other spirits that we knew. My friend's grandma and another friend's aunt. We were all pretty freaked out by this point, but really curious because it really felt that we had connected to the spirit world. So this next part is when shit started to get, excuse my mouth, but fucking creepy.
Dorothy, how dare
Uh,
you come onto this podcast with
and
that potty
with-
mouth?
You kiss your mother with that mouth.
I wish we spoke like that.
I know, it'd be great.
Oh, it'd be my favorite.
We should just start.
okay.
Like even at school
Yeah.
to our students. I don't know that they'd appreciate it as
I'm
much
trying to
as
think
we
of
do.
that line in My Cousin Vinny.
Oh,
Shoot, what is that?
I can see her doing it.
I know. They were.
Yeah, but it's something more than that.
No, it's
Rue
not.
is like,
it's
move on.
You're right.
Ladies, move
You're right.
on.
It's
And
when
here
she's
say
like
it.
proving about the tires.
Yeah.
And she goes, they were.
Mm-hmm.
She slams her hands down.
I just feel like it was a whole lot more than that.
That whole part is good.
The CD started moving faster and with more force.
Mm-hmm. I
And-
know the feeling. I know it. I know it.
Do you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I do.
It's called Teenage Energy.
Mm-mm.
And we asked who we were talking to. The name Azazel. Don't you hate that name? Azazel.
Azazel sounds kind of nice. No.
That's the name that you
No.
always get freaked out because you're like,
Zozo.
oh, Zozo. Okay, well, let's hear who Azazel is. Was spelled out.
I
We
think
didn't-
any name, it started with a Z.
No, it's A-Z,
Oh,
A-Z.
see, I think it's got to start with a Z. I think that's the
Well, this got two Z's in it.
It
The
is
Z's are very
Z heavy.
present. Okay. We didn't really think much of this, just figured it was maybe a spirit who wanted to talk. And, well, I feel like I would think a lot about that. Like,
Yeah, but she's saying like, we didn't think it was like demonic.
okay,
We just thought it was a spirit.
gotcha. And we asked a few other questions that I don't remember now. But I do remember being completely freaked out by the answers we were getting. We noticed that the spirit, and that's in quotation marks, was not kind or friendly.
Ooh.
One of my friends was so terrified, she literally started crying and begging us to stop.
Aw.
That's so sad.
And they were like, too bad.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Teenage energy. I'm telling you. You don't want to think that's demonic? Okay. It's a choice.
Jeez, you were just cracking me up.
Hey, you wait till you have a teenager, okay?
I
two.
remember being that, and I'm saying quotation marks, demonic teenagers. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
Worth it. Call me demonic all day long. Here we go. I miss being that demonic. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you? Because I feel like you haven't left it too far.
You think I have sex that much?
No,
What are you talking about?
You're demonic now still.
Oh, I think we're on different.
I was
Feels-
trying to diss you about being evil.
I know, but when I say demonic,
You were talking
I'm talking
sexy
about the
time.
sexual energy.
Oh.
So I'm like, what?
I
are
was
you gonna-
getting nothing in high school, so I couldn't relate.
Oh, I wasn't getting much either, but I had the energy. That's what I missed. That like, ooh, desire. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, come on. Really?
Oh.
We all sat around the table talking about how crazy it was, and we couldn't believe it actually worked. But we needed to stop before something bad happened. As we were talking, my back door flung open. Flung is in all capital letters. Mind you, this was a newer house. This door was sturdy and never cracked open on its own or anything like that.
Oh.
These are all capital letters. It was not. Oh, that's directed to me. I get it, Dorothy. It was Megan. You might as well in parentheses Megan. It was not windy outside, and there was no reason for that door to have flown open the way it did.
Yikes.
We all screamed and ran.
Oh, no. Did they say goodbye?
Oh, yeah, Aaron knows all the Ouija board rules. I forgot. We all screamed and ran. Not sure where we planned to go, but we weren't staying in that kitchen.
Yeah.
After a few minutes, we finally calmed down and went back and closed the door. Okay, they went
good
back,
job,
Aaron.
good job, good job.
And just sat there in disbelief.
Oh, no, they're talking about the actual door. I need you to close the spiritual door.
Oh, yeah. They're not there yet.
That's a try to
trying-
close the spiritual door. Won't people listen just for that reason alone?
I
That
don't
sounds
know.
deep.
That did sound
Okay.
something.
After you just told my daughter I wasn't deep. Okay, it's fine.
And we just sat there in disbelief, trying to debunk what just happened. There was no reasonable explanation. I ended up looking up the name that had been spelled out, and it turns out Azazel was actually a fallen angel / demon.
Ooh.
We were done. Oh, yeah. In my mind, Dorothy is my age, and so I thought she had to go home to look that up.
No,
She's
she's
sitting
she's
right
Googling
there.
how to make
Yeah.
a Ouija board.
Well, Dorothy, back in our day,
Oh my
we
gosh.
wouldn't have gotten to look that up until we went
She's
home.
like in her 20s, 30s, early 30s.
She looks like it. Dorothy looks beautiful and young. That's all I can say.
All right, must be nice.
So
Rude.
again, but yeah, let's see. I would say she's probably in her like late 20s.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you're in your mid to early 20s, I'm so sorry, Dorothy.
You just look mature in a classy way.
We were done, completely freaked out. We didn't know what to do. The thought that we had just encountered a demon had us spiraling.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we didn't sleep great that night.
Yeah.
After that, weird stuff started happening around the house. I was constantly hearing noises and seeing shadows that shouldn't be there.
I don't think they said goodbye.
I
I think they shut a physical door.
think you're right. A few things that I specifically remember. Your favorite word?
I know you did that so beautifully. I was like,
Thank
that just
you.
rolled off your tongue like it wasn't hard to say.
I was home alone and was sitting in the living room, and out of nowhere, I heard 3 loud thumps coming from the bathroom down the hallway.
Oh, that gave me cold chills.
I went back and checked, and there was nothing there. Nothing had fallen. To me, it sounded like the bathroom cabinet door had been opened and slammed 3 times. Another
Ugh.
time,
I can hear that.
Yeah,
Bam,
like
bam,
bam,
bam.
bam, bam, like that. Yeah, it's real loud, like clapping almost.
Yeah.
Another time, I was laying down for bed in my room with the door closed. My sister comes in and tells me to come get my damn cat off of the counter.
Oh.
But my cat was laying by my feet in my bed with me.
Oh no.
She swore she had just seen my cat jump onto the counter in the kitchen, but the cat was laying with me the whole time.
Okay, actually, that's actually better because I was thinking
I know that
it wasn't
going to
be at her
something
feet.
else under the cover, and it
Oh.
wasn't.
Yeah,
the
no, I'd
cat.
rather that the sister saw wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But also, sister, don't wake up your sister for that. Just go shoo the cat off.
yeah,
It's a
right.
family cat at this point.
Yeah, but sisters.
I know.
You guys are like
Listen, I'm Team Dorothy.
Any reason to sit there and be like, you better get your damn cat. Okay. She swore she had seen my cat jump on the counter in the kitchen, but she was laying with me the whole time, and we didn't have any other animals. The little freaky stuff continued until I finally decided to get rid of the stupid homemade Ouija board.
Oh, man.
Dorothy, you had it this whole time.
Holding on to it. I hope you said bye first.
Yeah, it was like